Wha-bam! Now we can be heard. I forgot to fuck! I forgot to move the goddamn thing!
You forgot to fuck?
Yeah, I forgot to fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for subbing, Big Mac. I forgot to move the fucking game so it's in the center of the screen like a dumb nut. Don't you dare clap. You fucking piece of shit. I hate both of you! I hate both of you. I hate you both. I despise you both. We're not friends anymore. I'm blocking you on Twitter. We're not friends anymore. Oh, by the way, Caden, I need to show you this. Okay, I need you to go to the stream real quick.
Already here.
I can throw shit at me.
You could throw shit at you, but I can't.
I think I don't remember all the things I think I put them on bits in donations and subscribing. I could be wrong though.
Do I look like I have money?
That's so much fun. That is so much
set it up
fun.
You should honestly set it up with channel points, because
I don't know what channel points are. I'm afraid to use them. Fuck!
It's a really good way for people to interact with you. People do that all the time with me.
I'm gonna ask you about that later.
Got it.
I might need to turn you down just a little bit. Make sure the audio is balanced, because I'm a professional.
Big Mac asks, how did you guys enjoy the holidays this year?
It was great. I got an iPad Pro and an Eevee backpack for starters. Oh! My mom also got me a tea set that's Mrs. Potts and Chip, and my dad was disappointed that he doesn't actually have the chip. They had to cover it up.
Got a sous vide machine? Ooh,
what is
you're gonna
that?
make some good food with that. It's basically like cooking with hot water in like a bag.
So
imagine like cooking like a piece of chicken in a vacuum sealed bag in hot water.
Yeah, okay.
It's a way of like keeping in the juices.
I don't like the way you said juices.
Nobody likes how I say juices.
Keep it in the juices.
I got $40 tickets to a wrestling show in a bed frame. I'd say it's a good year.
Damn, son.
I got shirts.
I got a rock.
I got a bed frame. I got an iPad. I got a rock.
I mean, to be fair,
it literally is. Well, yeah.
I also got a lot.
Like literally, my entire haul for this Christmas was 3 shirts and a pair of pants.
I keep remembering that John Mulaney sketch where it's like a XX t-shirt on a 4-year-old boy. Did you really see a ghost, mother, or was it just me?
I also got Sekiro, so that's fun. That's been fun so far.
I got
terrible at From Software games, but
gosh,
dang it.
I was very proud of the Christmas presents that I gave my parents. One of which I helped my mom figure out what to get my dad, and we got him an R2-D2 themed pressure cooker.
That's
he
great.
was so excited about it. Oh, and I also got him a cookbook. Huh?
When it's done, does it just let out a scream?
I hope it does. But I got him a cookbook called the Necro Nom Nom Nom.
I
can send you a link. It's so fucking good. If you're in the know about all the shit, then you're gonna love that fucking book. He was laughing his ass off. He loves that book. It's almost as good as the D&D one I got him for his previous Christmas. By the way, dwarfish bread tastes really good. It's very heavy. But I saw it because I've been buying a lot of cookbooks, right? I have 2 of them. They're both unofficial, but there's like a Harry Potter one and a Disney one. They're unofficial, so I'm not supporting JK fuckface. But the previous one I bought him was a D&D cookbook, and I was looking around at Amazon because it was advertising me a lot of cookbooks because, you know, I kept buying them. And I saw the title and I knew I had to get it. It's called the Necro Nom Nom Nom. I love it so much. I'll send you a link later, Caden. All right, let's begin the game. Bless you. Audio is on. I hope my voice almost cracked. Oh.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Okay.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And
I'm gonna turn you down just a smidge. You're very, very loud. I'm gonna turn you down just a... No. The narrator. Make it 32.
And impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here.
I mean, it could just be that he likes an area.
Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveyWreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
You ever gonna stop talking? Oh, hello.
Oh, this is a straight up narration game.
Hello.
Oh, fucking!
No, he's not gonna stop talking.
Yeah! Yeah!
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll
What
see
is
from
this?
Coda.
It's the beginner's guide.
Oh, I've heard of this.
I may need to turn you down just a smidge.
Me?
Eh.
Man.
Audio is a pain in the ass, and I try my best. It's never good enough.
I'm sorry for being very loud.
No, it's not
No,
your
it's not you.
fault.
It's the game.
No,
Oh.
it's the Discord in general.
Uh,
Discord, I'm howling at the moon.
I am gonna go get abducted by my girlfriend though, but I really am excited you're trying out the beginner's guide, and I hope everybody enjoys the story that's being told.
Say hello to Blaze for me.
I've already played through the beginner's guide. It's a great narrative.
It's a great I agreed. It's a great narrative. Everybody in chat, if you have played this, do not spoil it.
I have watched some Let's Plays, but I don't remember them entirely because it was a while ago. So this will still be a surprise to me.
Good. And
Wait, what is this the beginner's guide to?
Just the
just
beginner's
the
guide.
beginner's guide. It's just called the beginner's guide. Later.
I'm out of
It
ammo!
looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
What?
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Then stop doing that. Can I leave?
No. You can
Window!
never leave.
Window!
It's gonna
Get me
close
out.
in 2 seconds.
Oh god, I can see the sphere.
From this room.
Oh no, it's a cube! I can see... No, wait,
Are you
no,
sh-
that's just the window.
That's just the window.
Yeah. No, this is a sphere.
Oh no, it's a cube.
Oh, I was right! Fuck you!
No.
No, fuck you!
No,
Fuck you!
Don't be mean.
No! Fuck you!
That's mean. I didn't know that. We both didn't know that.
No, I did. I knew that.
You didn't know it. You
Oh.
didn't see it
Apparently, the
beforehand.
space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you.
No! Don't! No! Fuck you! I'm gonna go back in.
Or if you
Are you
really
gonna
like
try
the
to find the
sample
beginning?
labyrinth, you're welcome to do that too.
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go back in. Oh, wow. This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. I'm gonna go back out. This is gonna. I don't know if he's gonna respawn me back.
Okay,
Whoa.
this is the part that's interesting. The
Okay.
game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
You took my gun. I'm an American.
You can't shoot the narrator anymore.
You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Would you give yourself?
Wabam!
Portal 2.
Wabam! Oh,
Let me
Hello.
pause here for a second.
You fell
What
down.
you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
what? Woo! Oh,
Oh, uh-oh.
hello.
Wait, can we see the cube again, or is it gonna be a pentagon this time? Oh, it's a
The
cube.
beam
Uh,
causes you to
It's
start
a
floating.
rectangle.
And this is an important moment for him.
Actually, it's a
Because
rectangular
yes,
prism.
this is technically a glitch, but
Don't
Coda
be a smartass.
identifies something human about it.
You're the one who
Like
tried
how
to
small it
correct
makes
me
you
and say it's a
feel in the face
rectangle in
of
the
this
first place.
larger chaotic system.
Well,
Or
because
this
we were
floating
looking at the
could be
floor.
afterlife, a
Actually, no,
peaceful
it might be a
place,
cube.
Juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse.
Hello.
I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs.
I'm still flying.
So he stops work on this and moves
Still going
on
up.
to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions.
Can you follow
Let's
the
go
edge?
ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Okay. Okay.
November 2008. That's almost when I was born.
Jesus. Can I?
It's like a year away
As
from
I-
when I was born.
Here's a- yeah,
Oh.
Yep.
as I said,
In
this is a
game,
very
you
narrative.
only walk backwards.
I can't walk
Yeah,
to them.
this is very narrative heavy. So you guys like talking over it. You guys might miss something.
Oh, sorry.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Okay. Is there anything else to this room?
Future could not be seen unless the future keep changing.
You don't have to read them out loud. Is that it? Is there anything else? Or is there something? Oh, there's a thing over there. I don't know, it's hard to see because I'm walking fucking backwards. Oh. It's always behind her. Oh, fuck, I didn't see that one. How will she find the strength? I don't know. Not walking backwards, certainly. To confront
It's a
it.
short little thought, it says
Oh.
what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Okay. What is Slenderman?
No.
We're in Slenderman. You are now entering something. Slenderman?
Slenderman.
Oh.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Pretty sure there's no meaning. It's just
Slenderman.
walking.
That's the meaning.
The true meaning.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games. I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Let me fall off the edge! Fine. I'll do it your way, narrator man. Oh yeah, a square is technically a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Oh! Whoa!
What?
Nice pad. You walk around talking down from pursuing their hopes and dreams. You run a shop inside your own body selling your organs. You play loud bodies. You start in a small room and you realize you can't just walk through the walls. You are the
room
queen.
That's warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
We have to scream into a mic every 15 seconds to keep playing. Oh,
Coda would
that...
often tell me that he didn't mind if
I wanna
people
play
thought
that.
of him as cold
I wanna
or
play that one.
distant. He said that he knew
You are
he was
gate.
actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Live on a boat taking orders from the captain. The captain is always wrong. Oh, I wanted to read more.
I like the one that's just you are a gate.
Oh. control got a little bit wonky. This is a big old building.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Yeah, I did it! Look at me, big brain!
No way.
Is there another lover that I just can't see?
Hi, Zenny.
Hi, Zenny. Eh. Ah!
Don't forget that solution.
It'd be so
because we're
funny if
going
you
to see
locked
this
yourself
puzzle
in
again
there.
soon.
Yeah,
We're gonna
look at
see it
me.
a lot.
Look at me, big brain. Biggest brain. Biggest brain you ever don't see.
Look at that big old brain. Big wrinkly brain.
Oh yeah, my brain got so
The
many
wrinkly
wrinkles.
brain.
Seems to be
Shh.
it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve the puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
I kind of wish that the music wasn't louder than him. It's a little bit too loud.
Can you just
Like, did you not catch what he was saying because of how loud it was, or like?
No, I can still hear him. I just think it's a little bit unbalanced.
Ah,
But that could just be me. I have sensitive ears.
no worries. I get the idea. What? Yeah, my ears are a little sensitive too sometimes. Eesh.
You said you were going to remove the walls.
No, it said press enter to remove the
Oh,
walls.
whoops. Sorry. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
I don't know. Fuck if I know.
Experience. Oh.
We're back to Slenderman! You are now exiting. Oh.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them.
Not
And once we
really.
have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
But why though?
I don't know. I want to think deep.
It reminds me a lot of when people are like, oh, the Pixar universes are connected to one another, when they just see, like, what's probably just a cute reference.
Yeah. No, I mean, these are. It's not like the
Let's talk about video
Pixar
game
cameo
development
sort of
for a second.
things.
Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
These look like the little houses
To
I
make all of
build.
these games,
Oh.
Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well. The
What?
tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
By the way, when I said I used to build houses like this, they're little paper kits, like little cardboard kits that they sell,
Oh.
and they kind of look like this.
Oh,
And
that's
with
pretty
like the
cool.
little umbrellas and all that. They're very small. You're supposed to connect them to each other. Fine, I'll go your way. Wait, there's another door over there. Can I... Ah! Damn it!
Oh, of course.
Means nothing!
All these games are unfinished in one way or another.
I'm just gonna fall down. Woohoo! Oh god! Oh Jesus, this is a bad idea! Oh! Whoa!
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Shortcut.
Oh hell yeah.
Got that
Strats.
speedrun shortcut.
I got them strats. Ignore all the time that I've wasted trying to go through doors that probably don't go anywhere. Am I frustrating you by playing it this way, Susie? Oh, did she leave?
She's still. I mean, she is still here. On
Oh,
the.
sorry,
Oh.
I was muted.
Oh.
No, I mean, it's fine. It's not angering me any.
One of these... Oh, hello.
It's like this game is a walking sim. It's
Oh.
basically, you're gonna be stuck in corridors and shit like that. So you looking around and doing all this stuff is like, you know, all it's doing is really wasting time.
God damn it, invisible walls.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
No, I'm gonna stay here for an hour.
I'm gonna play the game like it was intended.
I'm gonna play the way Coda would have wanted. I'm gonna stay in here for an hour.
I don't have a harmonica to fit the prison setting. I do have a kazoo though.
Alright, hit me with that kazoo. You couldn't even play without laughing. Fool you.
I can't even
Yeah.
look. I can't fit the aesthetic. I can't pull it off right. I am just a ball of failures.
Okay. Let's not go
Yeah,
that far.
same.
I'm gonna stay in here for an hour. You alright, Murdoch? The heights may have... I'm enjoying the game. How are you enjoying My Little Pony so far?
Hello.
Oh, yeah! I'm like halfway through. Alright, fine! We'll do it your way! Ah!
Well,
Shit.
this is something that he and I
Yeah,
argue
no.
about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
Sounds like something Susie would do.
It's exactly something that I would do.
Sounds like something that she's done. Just like go on Steam and get like fucking 500 invites.
Get you an easy A on your video game design class.
It's the puzzle!
Again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Or will it?
Nice.
How
Big
about
brain.
Still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
I'm going to turn the audio down. Ah, here it is.
I think that turns down the entire thing, though.
I
Yeah,
know.
master volume just
That's-
gets all of it.
I know. Okay, that's a little bit better. I think it might have been just a little bit too loud. Because I'm the worst when it comes to sound configuration. Everything is loud to me. Hi.
These dudes.
You there? Did you come from up above? What was
Here,
up
Coda
there?
begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. Oh, that one sounds most interesting. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? It was the last thing I did. No, I don't remember having. I'd prefer not to tell you. After all, we've only just met. I'll tell him. Again, perfect. Now please tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. I don't remember. I didn't solve it. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. Why wouldn't you? I thought it was a lovely summer home. I didn't solve that. I guess I don't remember? You must think harder, please. Try hard to remember. It is so important that we get out of here. We must escape this prison. Can you think harder? There must be something more. Okay, bro! Please tell us how to reach the end.
Man.
How are you? Oh, I'm great. Thank you. Alright, you funky looking dudes. When I first walked in, I thought there it had said LGBTQ+. So, like, oh, cool! Hello.
Represent!
I love being represented by a faceless, gray
By
entity.
squares.
Oh. There's no... What? Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Do you want to know how to solve it? No, I've been right here. Oh, fuck, I pressed the wrong button.
Oh.
See the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved, but you can sit in the black space in the middle. What happens if I solve it? Why would I sit in black space? Who are you? Sure. Just go hang out there in the blackness for a bit. You may not like it at first, but it'll grow on you eventually. Fuck you! I'm afraid of the dark.
Don't be square, be gay.
Ha, suckers. I'm going through this door. I can't read.
Oh.
I don't know about this Minecraft.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
I wish there was a way to increase the speaker's voice. Is there?
No, it didn't seem like there was.
Speaker configuration, sound quality.
I guess
no.
a closed captioning could help.
I'll turn that on for the audience.
Closed captioning would help.
Yeah.
Sorry I didn't have that on. Because I like to have that on so that the audience can see it if they can't hear it. Hello. Ooh, this is pretty.
There's a nice little
It's a
apartment
lamppost.
complex.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
Coda is
tell you
moth
what I think.
confirmed.
I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're gonna see it in the work as well. His games are just gonna become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Okay. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players.
I'm guessing this game wasn't connected to the internet.
You
Like
think?
it's supposed to, but
You think?
No, it's
Nice room. Not. Oh god, that text is so tiny.
Oh.
So small. Tiny boy.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect,
He
I
wrote
think I was
this.
probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
Sure.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is gonna happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Balls.
Balls.
Oh yeah, that conveys
It's ironic,
loneliness.
isn't it? Playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with
Are
you,
those wingdings?
this idea is really seductive to me.
No.
That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Soon we will suffocate.
Whoa.
Oh,
I just
oh,
saw a
God.
flying penguin. Let me tell you, it was the most majestic thing I've ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. I never want to see again if nothing will ever be that beautiful again. I'm crying now and planning on ripping my eyes out. I must go do that. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Uh,
jeez. Who the hell was that guy?
That was an emotional roller coaster.
I
Of a
mean, they're all
message.
written by one guy.
Yeah.
Boring.
Are you gonna sit here and read all of them?
Maybe. Maybe.
I stopped reading after a while.
Alright, guys, we're switching the stream over to reading all these messages for the next 10 hours.
Butt's a butt?
That's
Butt ass butt.
What?
This is butt ass butt. Oh, that one's sad. Oh god, there's so many. But I'm so curious! Door how open?
How open?
Open sesame! Makes game includes door. Cannot open door, thanks. God, this is this what Dark Souls is like? Oh, down here. Oh. Oh dear lord, so many.
Keep going, don't they?
Oh wow. They really wrote a message for all these.
Yeah.
That's kind of that's really impressive. Suddenly everyone's a poet. Now welcome to Twitter. So there I get off. Failed to write anything. I'm compelled. Can I fall off here? No, I cannot. Wow! That
Oh,
one's sad.
I thought it
Cabbage.
was...
Did that say cabbage shapes our nation? I mean, I've only met Cabbage a couple of times.
That was just a pretty neat dude.
I feel like very few people are going to know what we're talking about. This is so intriguing. I know I'm probably frustrating the hell out of people, but this is how my brain works, alright? This is how my brain functions. Oh, why are you all alone over here? Alright, fuck you! Gotta be an asshole. Why is this one buried halfway?
You can't.
Alright.
Oh, did he try falling into the?
Yeah. One of them just says ethical.
Painting, what does it mean?
That means art. From up here, it looks like dots. Well,
From everywhere, it looks like dots.
huh. Whoever made this has an issue?
Aw, man.
Don't be mean. Well done, all of you. Don't be a sarcastic asshole. Now it won't come back.
Aw.
Oh, well. Who are all of you? This is all one
Who are you
dude.
people?
Oh, that's the cabbage
Oh my
shapes our
God, it's the
nation.
Cabbage Man.
We will all
woman.
die
We don't
someday. Well, yeah. Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. Stop pretending you are. Oh, is that foreshadowing? Devil Tower Star?
Wait, didn't the narrator said that Coda just wrote down all of these messages?
It's
and
about
not-
how this game is pretentious and you all suck. Devil Tower Star. Alright, they're repeating some of them. He was himself the most horrible creature he could imagine. This was supposedly all written by Coda. Maybe I'll feel someday. Feel real. Avatar's eyelids are making you look drunk as fuck. Well, I'm not! I'm just tired. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game. More room?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
I don't like these whispers. Maybe we really are in Slenderman.
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving.
It's this fucking thing again.
I've returned.
By the way, we read every message.
I figured it would. That's why I figured it wouldn't have been a problem to just kind of disappear for a bit.
Because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces.
Oh man, they've
Before
been
you move
trapped
on,
in there.
Pause.
This
Just
is
for a
so
moment,
bad in here.
a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Is the other door? Yeah, there it is.
Oh, that's right. I'm a dumbass. I keep thinking it's going to appear on the other side. Oh, little guy.
Is that the floor?
How do you leave notes?
Oh, they're typewriters.
Where are the monkeys?
These little ghost monkeys.
Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. Jesus. Jesus!
Like, if you freaking let us.
Stop interrupting me! Porn stars
Okay,
die
this one
too?
is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels
Okay.
for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Ooh, nice pad.
I like the view.
Oh. Well, I'm not gonna go in there.
Is that the closet or?
Use the bathroom?
Oh, it's the.
It's a very
it's the
elegant
door out,
bathroom.
I guess.
I'm digging this bathroom.
It's a cool. It's a bitchin' bathroom.
Can you imagine if you really needed to pee? You have to go through all this shit just to go pee.
Oh man, it looks so cool, but feels so horrible.
Well, this you're gonna let the bugs in.
This is-
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Okay. Where my furniture? What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? But a TV with surround sound, a refrigerator, but a giant hole. I don't like a TV. That's not a TV. Okay, now what
But am
about
I a
along the
TP?
wall? You are. Let's put a huge picture of a horse. Yeah!
Hell yeah.
That is not a picture of a horse.
Also, since I haven't said hi yet,
Fun.
hi.
I think we should light
ITP.
up the room. A skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this up, baby.
Like Tesla coils in each corner.
I want a window. That's
That's
not a
not the
window. And a table. I already have a table. Who are you? Where
More
exactly are you
tables.
doing this from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making a difference. Tables were invented in 1935. I'm pretty sure that's not true. Pretty sure.
More to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
What? What the oh, okay.
What's a glass table?
So, okay,
Ah, damn
he
it!
throws it out and
Come
starts over.
on.
This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk
Yeah,
forward.
you know, that little bit with all the furniture, just like, welcome to SCP 3008.
Welcome to the infinite.
What the hell?
Oh, what the? Did
I
you
was
walk
walking. I
backwards?
was trying to walk away from it. First, click on this table. Good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly.
I'm unsure about
No!
this. What? Come
back
on,
on.
no.
Don't make me do this. Now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little.
Oh,
Finally
okay.
touch the shelf. Am I just fucking up this person's house?
I think.
That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison.
Okay.
Alright. Return. Okay.
Oh, the
I'm
music
big!
I'm
And
big.
of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Oh.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside, and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch.
Try looking
this,
up. Oh,
to see a
I was
person
gonna ask if
basically
you'd look up
unraveling
or.
through their work.
Oh.
And for
Like
what?
if you were
Like,
still
at
in the
what point do
well.
you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this
Oh.
prison that I could be working
okay.
on. But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Hello!
Good evening, bienvenue. Lamp.
Big old
Go
lamp
to the lamp.
in the distance. In
Lamp.
the distance, there's a lamp for me. Is it bigger on the inside?
It's a payphone,
Is it bigger on the inside?
I think.
Oh, hello.
Oh, but okay.
Hello. Hello. Who is this?
Good evening.
Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? But I'm me. So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the future maze. Yeah, I was in the
Furniture.
escape tutorial.
And so
Yep,
this
I was.
is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
I actually kind of like the idea of playing this game. I should get it myself. Cause like, whenever I try making like characters or whatnot, I end up just thinking I'm talking to myself using those characters.
Yeah, that's where I am right now. Oh, I'm so glad that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in prison was like. It's kind of strange, but in a way I kind of miss being in prison. It feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time.
There's a lamp.
There's a lamp out here for you. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's awful. That's the worst thing I can imagine. Don't worry, it's actually not a
Aw.
bad thing, I promise. Well, you get something else in exchange. The problem is that you don't actually know who you are right now. I feel that! Yep!
Oh man.
Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? All you have to do is be sincere. You need to tell me how you feel right now. Just talk to me for a bit. What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just talk to me. It will make sense. Just talk to me. Okay, I can talk. Let's just talk for a bit. Will you be here? I will be here as long as you need.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Ha! It would be nice. It would be real nice.
Yeah.
I love the throwing
Wouldn't
thing.
it be nice too if we were older? Then we wouldn't have to wait so long.
I love this throwing mechanic so much.
Oh, I didn't notice the pillow.
I love it so much. I love it. I love the throwing mechanic.
You are just a glutton for punishment.
Hell yeah.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Was that all you that
That
did
was
the
me.
throwing? Or?
That was me.
Oh, I thought it was like something with the viewers and they could like throw emotes at you or something.
Well, they can.
Oh.
I don't remember for what. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and rap mitzvah that wet would be. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
I'd be sure plumb glad. Well, now you might just be... Well, now you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Why don't we start cleaning and then you decide whether you could do it all night? I'll finish up here in the meantime. Could you please clear the table? I like this music.
Very calming.
Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Alright. I've been watching too much MLP. I really like... Applejack is my favorite. Applejack is always my favorite. Even when I was a kid.
I really like Applejack. I keep thinking...
Out
I can't-
of, like... I was about to say, out of the main 6, I'd definitely say Applejack is up there alongside Fluttershy for me, but...
While you're in there, why
Truly,
don't you
the best
stream-
character...
The best character
Truly,
is
the
Spike,
best character-
obviously.
No, truly, the best character in my opinion is Trixie.
You definitely.
I think the best part is that when I was watching it, I was watching one of the Nightmare Night episodes, and I saw that one scene where it's like just a bunch of anime references, and I like quietly to myself, I'm like, of course Fluttershy is a fucking weeb. Of course she is. Of course. Of course she is.
I don't know too much about MLP, I just know... I just, like, I've watched a handful of episodes. Mostly for a commentary. I watched like all of the two-parter.
Yeah.
I watched like all of the two-parters for a fucking commentary once.
I remember that.
Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Yeah. Well, I don't enjoy it as much as I did. While I'm working, I feel a kind of calm that rests in the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems. Which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, that and a tidy couch. Would you straighten the pillows on the sofa out there?
I have a hard time trying to think of who's my favorite of the main 6.
Suddenly I want food. I'm trying to remember the type of food. What the name of the food is. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe a mop that up as long as you're over there. Oh.
I just with your bare hands?
Yeah. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy.
I like the cheese. I like the cheese sandwich.
Answer me! No. No, it was stupid. Sorry, never mind.
Aw.
Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? What the hell? Oh, okay, that's just a light. How about you scrub it down as best as you can? No need to be perfect, we're all just human. Oh, make the scrub-a-dub the tub? Where the tub?
Diddly-doo-dub.
Where the...
Scooby-dee-bida. Oh.
Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf?
Oh, it's in the bedroom.
Oh, the bedroom.
Yeah.
My big brain is just too much capacity. That feels better. Perfect.
Big brain meets bigger fart.
Now then, how about you come and clean these dishes off
After
of
the
the
intense
table?
set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly
did it
difficult or
loop?
traumatic experience where you just need to let
Yeah,
it sit.
it loops. You
and
can
digest
keep
inside
cleaning.
you, and eventually
If you want.
adhere into something meaningful.
Are all houses... Do your chores ever end? Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we with the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you? Present you wants to smooth out the rug in the bedroom, believe it or not.
Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Earlier when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was gonna say it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. Don't know why I feel so weird about saying that. But there's a bit of truth to it, no? Anyway, so, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books. Would you please clean up the books? Thanks. Those over there on the
I'm glad
couch.
he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Question. Do
But,
you enjoy
of course,
this?
It can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave.
But
The
I
door
don't.
at the top of the hill is now open as well.
But I don't
Again,
wanna.
you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
I don't wanna stay.
I actually liked that square guy.
I wanna stay. I wanna stay. Oh, the walls are gone.
Oh.
I wanna stay though. I like cleaning. There's a reason why Power Wash Simulator got so popular.
You just
I need-
want to stay in there and be a brownie?
Be a what?
I didn't know if I should say brownie or brony, because brownie's like this folktale goblin that cleans houses.
I've never heard of that. I thought you were calling me a dessert.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle.
I mean,
piece,
you're
right?
very sweet.
That sooner or later.
right?
You have to
Shut up.
move.
But tish.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Items you love
This
at
one gets
members.
a bit goofy.
Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your life? You feel disgusted with yourself? Jesus!
Oh man.
Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It's so easy. It is so easy.
About halfway through the game, the perspective shifts.
Ah!
Ah!
Oh my god, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card!
Oh my god, it's the dark
This is the
hole.
key how to
Play
achieve
as
it with
the
no
teacher.
effort. Oh.
And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh.
This is the key how to achieve it with no effort. On the way to work, I told an elderly person to start contributing to society. Kids should not follow their dreams. Jesus.
Oh man.
One? Well, tell me right now, if it's effortless, then it's not the right answer. I still love you, it's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful.
Okay. Wait, was that...
I don't know. I'm still
you-
looking at the Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Are you talking for both people?
I think so. Thank goodness all you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. Do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is for you. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest path forward? Ew, I'm developing a cyst. Gross. Ah, just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? There's no truth, there is no path. I'm willing to do some ecstasy. What if I'm not a good teacher? Do what is
Are you
easiest.
sure you're
do
not
what is
already on
simplest.
ecstasy?
Feel what is true. Holy shit, you guys, something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out. I'm down with that. Nothing, no one. It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Everyone run. Yeah, everyone fucking run. It's the ecstasy.
All out of there.
Pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
You mean the thing you've been doing with Coda?
I think about this game a lot these days.
I really think that Sauron looks really cool, though.
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! This is literally the thing that's on the back of Yu-Gi-Oh! cards.
I know. That's the back of the Yu-Gi-Oh! cards.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
What's back here? I had a hiccup.
Okay, I thought
had a
something
hiccup.
scared you.
I had a hiccup. It's when you hiccup and you burp at the same time.
Mm.
With just a dash of indigestion.
Ew. Mm.
Oh, I hate this. Ah! Fuck! Jesus!
I had a feeling that would happen.
Oh, you asshat! Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. Oh, fuck you. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Good, stay right there. The one across the room is in this chair, is a professional photographer of animals. Ugh. Don't look at me. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Sorry, I have to leave. Where's the bathroom? Hello? Hello, that's it? That's not a conversation! You're right, it's a conversation starter. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again.
Do you want to see my Bakugan collection?
I'm super scared right now. I like you. You're all my hopes and dreams. No. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Oh. Tee-hee-hee. 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 Hee-hee. Hee-hee-hee.
Well, they play little string notes on when you.
Alright. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? Sure. You're messing it all up again! You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this is for me? I'll never get an opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage.
So is this like did Coda have like a crush on this girl? He screwed it up and now he's trying to recreate it?
Maybe? I don't know.
Wait, what? Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Cool, thank you. Fuck you.
The game
Uh.
ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game.
Okay.
Alright. My eyes are closed.
Man, some voice acting would really help.
My eyes are closed.
Should you open them now?
No,
or-
I'm doing it the game that was intended. Playing with my eyes closed.
I think it restarted.
Playing with
Yeah,
my eyes
restarted.
closed.
Probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's
Fine.
pretty impossible to solve otherwise.
Fine!
A solution.
You can open your eyes.
I did.
Oh, you.
I opened them when
something's
he
up
told me
with the-
to. Can't see
Uh-oh.
anything. What's going on?
Something's up with the VTube avatar.
Oh,
I think.
Jesus!
Where? What?
Are you watching the stream or are you
I was
watching?
watching the stream. It had a delay.
Oh,
my
okay.
bad.
Then that's
Okay.
just lag.
Alright.
Help! I'm blind. You. Please, someone talk to me. Please don't let this be forever. Talk to me.
Hi.
I know what we have to do. We have to pull a lever.
Am I gonna be killed by a giant door?
What do the other guys have to say and all that?
I can't see anything. Oh, is this a thing that I can
Oh,
do?
there's a door. Elevator.
Oh!
Oh, you.
Please don't let this be
Lamp.
forever.
Lamp.
Where's the... Oh, there it is. Hi. The only way to stop is speaking something that is honest. I can't keep making these.
Oh.
That's the truth. I don't feel it anymore.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off,
Oh, man.
he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
It's draining me. Keep going, keep talking. I thought it was going to be easy. You're doing it, it's working. I'm alone. We're going to be okay.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Okay. Hello? Oh.
Hmm.
Where did this island come from? How did I get here? Hello, is anyone there? This music is so weird.
Mm. It really is.
Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. I am. When I try to create, I feel empty. Oh no! What happened? Did something change? That kept me going and stopped trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. You have to take me to it. I need to see it to know why it stopped. I can take you to it, but there's a problem.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
I can take you to it, but there's a problem. It's guarded by a difficult puzzle. If you can help me solve the puzzle, we'll find the machine. Doesn't matter what I say, does it? We're going to end up there one way or another, right? Deal. Perfect. Come along, I'll show you.
Because from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Why do you need one?
I mean, I guess it's helpful to have an outlet, right?
Well, why do you need to examine his outlet? I'll
He's
show
an
it to you.
electrician?
Here's the puzzle. What do you think? Hey, I recognize this. I've solved this puzzle before. I didn't mean to click that one. Oh, wonderful. Can you tell me how to do it? First you have to close the door. First you have to open the door. First you press the switch. First you have to open the door. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the first door. Now you have to open the first door.
Yeah, let's close the... Yeah.
Well, technically both of those, the way they phrased the second one was weird. Now just close the first door, now just open the first door, now there's a switch there.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Ooh. I gotta
did-
hurry.
Oh.
I gotta hurry this up.
Did the game crash or?
There's no machine here. You have to say that work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous, and that you love it 100% of the time. Okay, making games is simple. Ah, that feels wonderful. But it wasn't true. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. I am constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work.
Is there something behind? Oh.
Yep, that's
Seeing this game at the
wonderful.
time
Keep
that he made
going.
It looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Every time I make something, I feel better about myself. Just never stop creating and you'll never feel bad. It's a simple solution. Perfect. That feels
This is someone
fantastic.
I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
None of this is helping. Pain breezes effortlessly off me. Any sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. It always pays off eventually.
I don't
Yes, more, keep
This
going.
is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
I believe this. I will be saved by my work. Incredible. That's it. I'm free.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
How much longer till the end? Because I've got an appointment in a bit.
Susie, do you know if...
We're at chapter 15. I need to check something real quick because I might. Oh boy. Oh,
it's
there's
gonna
17?
take a while, isn't it? Oh. Huh.
So we're 2 chapters away.
Alright.
Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We're captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation when you like. I intend to be quick. I intend to be quiet. I intend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda.
Oh. Hmm.
Oh boy. Everyone shut the fuck up! Going in. You've stopped.
And of course, it's the machine.
You're...
It sounds like my toilet after a wonky flush.
Good lord. I don't want to know what your shits look like. Your worth was keeping us healthy.
It's not from what's in. It's not from what goes in the toilet. It just does that sometimes.
It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. So here's what needs to happen. You need to go to the people out there and apologize. You have to admit the people that you allowed to suffer. I've been so alone. No, nothing. I know how to hurt you. I've seen the thing you fear.
Can you walk around?
Alright then,
like-
I will speak to them for you. Oh!
Oh,
Hi.
okay.
My followers or my friends? My friends. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine refuses to apologize. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. We will destroy everything that the machine created.
Oh dear.
Do I get... Well, hello again. If you fucking jump scare me again, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Whoa.
Yo, I got a Glock!
Oh. Oh my goodness.
The game started to lag a smidge. I've got a motherfucking Glock, boy. I can't destroy the stage. Let's go! Fuck you! I'm gonna put out all my pent-up aggression out on you.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And
No
I'll tell you,
shit.
At the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games.
No.
It might get him out of isolation.
He's purposely telling
So,
you.
as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him?
He doesn't
If he
want
could see the difference it
feedback.
would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
He's purposely telling you that he doesn't want to be in the center of attention because it's too stressful. He makes these games because he just likes something to do. Oh shit, balls.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Put down your weapon. Well, it's... Oh.
How about no? Oh.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good. That I am good.
Well, what you
someone
need
really
is not the
connects with
same.
The thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better.
Is this
And
automatic?
I got to give that very same
No, I'm doing
feeling
it.
to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good. Like Like, I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Oh, this sounds spooky.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game. This room actually has a maze in it.
Oh God!
Okay,
Except that
okay.
all the walls of the maze are invisible.
I'm not going back
And
down
then
there.
Every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Wall. Oof. I don't like
To be
this.
fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification. to
What's
play
funny?
Like the
Oh,
house
it's
cleaning game.
about it for the
You know, that one used to
I thought my
actually
mic was
lose the
muted.
cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever.
That's okay.
I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
That they want you gone. As you keep projecting onto them. And you keep going against their wishes by being a douche nozzle.
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
How close was I? Not at all. Well, I got one right.
There's one digit.
One. One off. Yeah, boy.
E. Oh.
Come here. Come here.
Yeah.
Come to me, bridge.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first two challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, You know, that's it. That's the end of the conversation. Not giving me any way to fix the problem.
Oh goodness.
I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem.
There was no problem.
But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game?
No.
I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
You failed at being a good friend.
It's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't. I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy.
That is what we
I
call
needed to see myself in someone else.
a
I needed
parasocial
to be
relationship.
someone other than me. But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
It's what we call a parasocial relationship.
Where did I screw up?
It's not healthy for either person. Dear Davy, thank you for your interest in my
I'm
games.
the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
I need to ask you not to
because of
speak
what
to
I
me
did.
anymore.
I poisoned it for you.
I
don't
wonder.
think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I'm making these games for you. You've infected my personal space.
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, it was... I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere hidden between games. If there was an answer or meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop making my games and showing them to people against my wishes, giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them?
Dave added the lampposts?
He needed
then
a
you
solution.
stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people.
He needed a goal.
I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all.
Would you simply let them be what they are?
Less than nothing.
When I'm around you, I feel
What does that
physically
mean?
ill. You desperately need something. I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. He was adding a goal to the game, something to get to. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I'm frustrated or broken says more about you than me. I realize that this doesn't make any sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
Something on the left. Or...
Don't say anything.
Okay.
When you finally... No, that's what the door says.
I know. I saw as you said that. I was just rolling with the bit, I
When you
guess.
finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Did it end?
Nope.
Oh.
So, I think there's a very clear, well, not the clearest for some people, message about the relationship between creators and people.
Consumers.
Yeah.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more.
And I think
like
a
a
part of
disease.
that is also just content creators viewing other content creators.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I think that's why call-out culture is also a major thing, is because it stems from this desire to be what we perceive as good, and so that everyone will tell us that we're good. There's a...
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed.
There's also just this idea
Maybe he just likes making prisons.
of treating other people's works like a puzzle, because if you feel that you solve it, there's this idea that you put something into it when you didn't. If I can solve it, then that makes it mine in some shape or form. And I feel
Even
like
now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are.
it's not
They'll hate
even
you.
being a shitty person. It's just... it's being human. It's human to want to analyze things. It's human to worry about your friends. It's human. That doesn't make it good, though. And it's just something that...
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be?
that would be called
Strange,
self-acceptance.
but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I
Excuse me.
actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Alright.
That's just what self-acceptance means. It's really hard nowadays to do that.
Gotta tell me about it.
A lot of it, not to sound like a negative Nancy, but a lot of it does come from social media. You know, we put ourselves out there so that we can be
I need
accepted.
to go.
Or we can be told that we can
And
be accepted.
I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna...
And we
Okay.
unknowingly take that from people. Stuff that we used to do for fun or stuff that we used to do purely for our own enjoyment can be taken away from people that treat it like it's theirs or like they want to change it so that there's a purpose to it when you don't really need a purpose to something. And I think that's the thing that people struggle with a lot, is that
And,
they want a purpose.
and that was my 2020. People taking shit from, or sorry, not 2020, 2021 people from me. That was my 2021.
I think people struggle with trying to find a purpose. And sometimes they think that they'll find it from projecting onto other people. People that they view as more talented or people that they view as better than them because they want to be better and they think that if they can have that from someone else, then it can be theirs when it's not yours to take. It's a big ass hallway.
I was almost inclined to ask if, like, the walking backwards trick would just warp you closer to the end there, but no.
Sounds stormy, but there's no clouds. I just think that this is something that a lot of people struggle with. Wee.
I have to go now. My people need me. My planet. God damn it! I can't even.
How in the hell did you even do this?
It's amazing.
Turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going. But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles.
That was a really good game.
You're so tired.
It really is.
It was beautiful.
But I know that you're strong.
Man.
So turn back. Turn back.
That was
I told
the
you it was a
beginner's
short
guide.
game.
I just didn't
I
expect
told
it
you
to
it
go
was
as
a
long as it did because I need to get to an appointment. That was a really good game, though.
That was fun.
Very, very sad.
Mm.
But yeah, it's a really good game that talks about that relationship that people have with their audience in a lot of ways. Also, the struggle of being an audience member. It was a good game. All right, I need to go to my appointment. I will see you all later. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.